Right then, let's get down to the facts, shall we? According to the first transcript, pages 25, 26, and 27, an anarchist, by profession a railway worker, found himself under interrogation in this very room on the subject of bombs planted in the Milan Central Station and, more recently, the notorious attack on the Agricultural Bank, which caused the deaths of some 17 innocent persons. Now then, Superintendent, think very carefully. In the reports, it states that you'd said there were heavy suspicions pointing in his direction. Did you say that?
Yes, sir. In the beginning. Later I said...
Precisely the beginning, a good enough place to start, wouldn't you agree?
Certainly.
Thank you. Towards midnight, the anarchist, seized by the most enormous raptus, threw himself out of the window, thus ending his life upon the pavement below. Right?
Right.
Exactly right.
What is a raptus? According to Bandu in his authoritative work on the subject, a raptus is a state of suicidal anguish provoked when exhibited by the same person when provoked by violent anxiety. Right?
Right.
We shall therefore reconstruct the events, beginning with your entrance, Superintendent.
What entrance?
Don't you want to recreate the notorious entrance?
What notorious entrance?
The entrance that caused the bloody raptus!
I didn't make any entrance! It was a junior of
Oh,
mine.
come, it's pretty feeble to pass the buck on to one's inferiors, you know.
You see, it was one of these devices that we employed in the force in order to make the suspect confess.
Who asked your opinion?
No one.
I agree. Speak when you're spoken to, Inspector.
It was more or less like this. The suspect, that's the anarchist, was sitting here.
Oh, up by the anarchist! Continue.
My colleague, I entered.
Good. Go on then.
What?
Enter!
There's no use trying to pull over the wall.
That's right, what I've got here. This is a documentary reconstruction. I want the exact words in the exact manner.
Ray, filthy potter and turd, you pissed me about one more time!
Sorry to interrupt. It was pissed me about, wasn't it?
I think so.
Good. Carry on.
We have incontrovertible truth, you're the murdering turd who plants the bombs in the railway station!
You had this proof, I assume.
Of course not.
Oh, dear.
You see, it's like the inspector was trying to say. It's just one of those things we're occasionally obliged to resort to.
I see, a trap!
Exactly.
Brilliant.
You see, we have suspicions. However, the anarchist was the only railway worker in Milan.
Therefore, it was simple to deduce that it was him.
Of course. It's self-evident. So, it was undoubtedly the case that the railway worker planted the bombs in the railway station. Then we could also assert that the famous bombs in the law courts were planted there by a lawyer. The ones in the agricultural bank by a clerk or a cow, whichever takes your fancy. And the one in the tomb of the unknown soldier, undoubtedly perpetrated by a corpse.
Absolutely.
Come along now, gentlemen. I'm here to conduct a serious inquiry, not fart about with syllogistic prattling. Let's get on with it, shall we? It says here, the anarchist smiled disbelievingly. Who made this statement?
I did, sir.
Good. So, there he is, smiling disbelievingly. And then, 2 lines later, I read, no doubt fear of getting the sack played a part in the precipitating of the raptus. Let's just get this straight. First, he is smiling disbelievingly. And then, he's getting the sack. So he shits himself and leaps out of the window. Who frightened him then?
Well, you see,
Oh, come on, cops the world over play a few dirty tricks. That's what you're paid to do. So don't play Lily White with me.
thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Now, who put the frighteners on? Come on. Own up. Very well. Let me put it another way. You two threatened to tell his boss that he's an anarchist. So he will undoubtedly get the sack. This drives the suspect to despair, and he leaps out of the window!
No, you've got it wrong, Your Honour.
You see, I had gone out.
But you came back in.
Right.
Some drama, come on.
It was at this point we employed there's a phone call for you. It's very important, Ploy. There's a phone call for you. It's very important.
Oh, excuse me, gentlemen.
Huh?
Where?
Oh.
Oh. I've just had a phone call from Rome. I've just had a phone call from Rome. I've just had a phone call from Rome. I just had a phone call from Rome.
Oh. Pregnant pause.
He's good, isn't he?
Very good. Come on then.
Your friend?
This is his friend, the vaudeville dancer from the anarchist group in Rome.
That's right.
The one who strings the glass beads together.
That's the one.
Hilarious, isn't it? Carry on.
Your friend or our partner? The dancer?
Did he actually dance in the beads?
What?
Dancer? He probably did. Well, go on.
Your friend has confessed to planting the bomb in the Milan Bank in Rome.
Natty,
Who?
the dancer,
What?
confessed to planting the bomb in the Milan Bank in Rome.
No.
No.
We invented it.
What imaginations! Is it any wonder with your incredible inventions battering you from all sides that the anarchist, seized by the most enormous raptors, leaps into space? I'll be frank. You two are done for. You'll be charged forthwith with instigating this man to commit suicide.
You admitted yourself that occasionally we might be obliged to resort to certain tactics in order to make the suspect confess.
We're dealing with a campaign of psychological violence followed by a contradictory outrage of contradictory lies.
But we weren't in the room when the suicide took place.
You might as well say that an arsonist who plans a bomb and leaves it in a restaurant isn't responsible because he's in there when the thing explodes.